So we'll go down to the game. Okay, here we have the players shuffling up. You can see Seb. Okay, that's pre-registered players. If I click there, we should have a deck name. Henk, he's playing Jordan's Fish. For those who know what that is, that's Jordan Boyle's deck list, probably from last NoobCon, the in real life event. Subsidia is playing almost the exact Martin Berlin build of robots. That's the blue-red aggressive one with mana vaults, and also like his having 2 Suchis, some Serendibs. No, 4 Suchi, 4 Triskelions, and so on, and 2 Atogs is playing for fun, and so on. Post-work 3-hour nap. I used to keep them to 1 hour or 2. 3 seems a bit, but I like it. But let's see, I'm gonna... So a couple of cards I played a lot with while they was shuffling up last time, because tomorrow I'm playing a game against Florian from Bretto, who I don't think is in chat. Let's have a check before I tell people too much. No, he doesn't seem to be here. So I've played this almost all my last stream games in different variants. I'm thinking of doing the same again, but together with doing a reincarnation deck. Because I haven't seen those in a while. Oh, we have a library start there from Seb. That's pretty good, I would say. So, reincarnation. This card, that is. So that's one of my ideas to build for tomorrow. The other, I want to show one card from, before we continue with the game here. God damn it. Where did it go? I have my whole brew box in front of me just so I easily can do stuff like this. Yeah, a couple of streams ago I played with 4 Hell's Caretaker. The classic machine deck from 2012. But with Rook eggs instead of Tetravus, because it's not good. And Triskelion is. So Triskelion and Rook egg, and trying to shuffle them all around. But okay, we have a Lord on the one side, a Manavolt and an Atog on the other one. That's pretty nice start from Seb when it comes to not showing what is actually playing. Let's see if Henk leaves up some counter magic and so on. I do remember it's playing 4 counter spells and 1 mana drain. Those are the... He does play 2 control magics. Oh, and there we have a blast. Which is probably kind of good against Seb's deck, who wants to play big creatures and usually taps a mana vault for it, so it becomes almost a 3-for-1. Loa on both sides? No. There we have it. Triskelion coming into play. Maybe it shoots, maybe it doesn't. It doesn't need to do it right now. Not the best control magic, but still it's a removal spell, and we have 4 mana on Henk's side. Lord of Atlantis. Oh my god, how stupid can I be? Yeah, sure. Lua on both sides. I would also say Seb has the better one, but Henk is also playing with mismatched basics. But Ancestral Recall, yep, that's a good card. That is a good card. Let's see here if I can find that other card I was talking about while they are... It seems like Hank wants to keep up a counterspell, but also want to play some threats here. Who knows? Because now he doesn't have 4 mana at least to control magic. I don't really know. He's saying that he doesn't have a blast anymore. Yeah, that's true, but a blast would also hit him for 5, so... Oh, I don't have those cards here in my box, it seems. Yeah, those are too bad to have in my brew box. That's when you know I'm going to brew with good cards for tomorrow. When they're so bad I don't even have them in my brew box, usually I need to get them in my binder. Blazer, you are correct. The Hank's Lua is a faster clock, but I don't think... no. Darksax, thanks for the follow on this channel. We play only old school Magic, sometimes pre-modern, and almost always get drunk. You hate ads. Do we have ads on this channel nowadays? I believe... do you need to watch ads like when you start the stream or so on? I don't know anymore. I'm gonna become a big super... when you first follow, okay. Like, I'm not a big Twitch guy, that's why I have... No, he's not in chat. No, where's Mr. Pie? No, he's my Twitch helper. But here... counterspell, that means it doesn't have a removal, more removal. That's nice for Seb there. Otherwise, though, that would have been great with 2 Triskelions. Start an MTG Commander on Monday. I do like Commander, quite a bit actually. I'm probably one of the few old school guys who like EDH. And not special EDH with only old school cards. It's one of the 2 formats I play. There we have Triskelion on screen. Keeping up the Lord and also being able to shoot some... Oh, I should probably also keep up with life totals. Oops. And Henk is on 14 and Seb on 16, I believe. Okay, another Mana Vault is getting tapped immediately for another Triskelion. Oh my god. This can be bad for Hank. And we see the attack, of course, and I don't think... Yeah, it doesn't have much to do going down to 10 life. And Seb's deck is kind of brutal when it goes off, I must say. Because that's 9 damage on the battlefield. Just by shooting. So Hank can't take any more damage at all. Then he's dead. And the first game goes to Seb Celia. The robot who you more often than not see below me in the commentary booth. Let's see what they can do. Time Walk, Time Twister is Seb's suggestion here. But I think it seems likely Seb will take down game 1 here. And I'm also going to go up Drunk level 2. With the bird sound from Chandelar. Oh, Jarad. That's an old school commander. Or like, in commander terms, old school. Not like this old school. Here we only play with cards from 93 and 94. Those are more old school. Anyone in chat who plays old school Commander, like real EDH, Elder Dragon Highlander, with like Vivictus Esmadi and those guys. Here we have, they're down there. That's a cool commander. Okay, control magic on one. So he shoots the Trike for 1 and the Lord for 2. That means he doesn't give away his 1/1 as a jump blocker. So go down to 14 here, but has 2 4/4s and 6 extra damage. One of them will go through, so that's 10 damage. Oh, also a couple of factors, so yep, that's game 1 for you. While the players are... Oh, I'm getting hot in here. Oh, I forgot to open the window. Goddamn. I'll go and do that soon. So while they are sideboarding, we'll have a look at their decks. Let's... So here we have machine gun robots from Sebcelia. As you can see, a pretty hefty creature package up there. Then it's just all the mana ramp in the world, all Moxen and Lotus of course, but 4 mana wolves as well. Which is also kind of good with 2 fireballs and 2 Hercules recall. Those are the things that like makes it stand out from usual robots, so to speak, and why this version, so to speak, is called machine gun robots. Because you can shoot with your trikes, Hercule them back up, play them again, copy them, shoot more. Like that's one of the plays. As well as when you Hercules recall, you can rebuy your mana vaults to reset them, not take damage, and get even more mana. And like if you have a couple of Moxen, 2 mana vaults, Hercules and Fireball, that's just Fireball for a bunch. Like you can build a complete deck around that. And I have done that. That was actually one of the things I'm thinking about playing tomorrow, but I think my opponent suspects combo, so maybe not. There we have the Hercules Recall. Very, very good card in old school Magic. With that said, let's also have a look on his opponent's deck. Here we have Henk is playing Jordan's Fish. And card, please go away. 30 seconds. It hasn't gone. There we go. So 8 1-drops, then the Lords, that pumps a couple of them, and Serendib's Clone. Okay, playing 2 clones instead of the complete set of Serendibs. Yeah, that may be cool, at least with the Lords. Control Magic, Energy Flux's main, 2 and 2 in the sideboard. Those seems pretty good against the deck, which is only artifacts. Some burn with Sonic Blast and some counter spell. I also like that one Phantasmal Train. That can do... I can do a lot of things. Taking care of a Mishra's Factory, or against a non-blue deck, give the Island Walk ability to the Merfolk, or just keeping someone off some color of mana or whatnot. Like, it is actually almost playable. Or I should call it playable as it's in the deck. Otherwise, I do love just seeing a bunch of islands, even though they're very mismatched. Okay, we're gonna do... We need to do... what's it called? Let's see if my Twitch things things here. No, not a vote. Yeah, a vote. Which island art is the best? Let's see. Is it the purple or is it the blue one? And we'll do a short 5-minute vote. There we have it. You don't need to write in chat. I did like one of those Twitch thingy voting things. So you should be able to just click on something and vote. As said, I'm not and I'm gonna vote as well. There we go. So I know which is the best. I have the correct answer. There's 2 purplish types, isn't it? Okay, we're talking alpha art now, not beta. Magic Brian, you need to write as well, of course. Tell everyone what's the correct answer, even though you're wrong. And I'll get some more wine. Today we are having some wine from the Piedmont region in Italy. Probably my favorite wine region in the world. Tuscany is also a nice one. But, oh, actually a lot closer than I was expecting. So yeah, for those who didn't know, Alpha had the 2 arts of each land and Beta has 3. Feels better, you see. But yeah, this deck, the Jordan deck, and let's go back to Seb so you can get a feel of the decks while they're sideboarding. Haven't even talked about what they will sideboard. Here we can't even see what Seb has in the sideboard. I'm suspecting though a lot of Red Elemental Blasts comes in here. And with that, let's go down to the game area. There we see one of the island. That's the blue one, but Ancestral from Seb. Oh, we also need to reset life totals, of course. And give a point to Seb there. And there we have the purple one. So he's tapping the good one to play Flying Men, one of the best creatures in Old School. That's how you do it, Hank. Mana Vault. This could be a Suchi immediately. 4 mana. Let's see. He's thinking. Yeah, that's Suchi. We are playing Swedish rules. So mana burn is not an issue because it's modern rules. There's 2 erratas on the flip cards that you need to do things like this to make them work. Chaos Orb and Falling Stars. Otherwise, it's modern rules, modern errata on all cards. Sebcelia taking 1 there from the Flying Men, but we also get one of the worst cards against Seb. He's not going to pay for that one. That seems okay. Paying for Suchi. And they're discussing a rules thing, but they do know the rule. And that is Mana Vault doesn't do you damage in upkeep. It does damage in draw step. Just so you can pay and untap and tap and can't do crazy shit in the upkeep. Palagrello Bianco. Yeah, oh, not a big fan of... Okay, we have Red Elemental Blast while Hank is tapped out. I like it. And also a hit for 4. And Ancestral. Yeah, that makes it more of a game. Both players can Ancestral. I like it. Meddling Max. It's not flying in there. It's just beautiful. But we have a vote of 10-5 that the purple is the best one. Yeah, you guys are just wrong, but you're my viewers. The viewers are never wrong, or no, chat lethal is a thing. Chat is always wrong. Yeah, so the blue is actually the best. I'll go with that. Another attack there on Seb on the Flying Man, but he's coming back with the Zuchi. And we get a chump block this early in the game. I wonder what Henk is thinking about there, but oh my god, that's an abyss. Taking 2 from the cities though. Oh, Italy is in the chat. Italian wine, it's the best. Except if it's... except if it is from... forgetting the region. The Genoa region. Oh, what's the region called? Yeah, shitty wine. Great old school shitty wine. And we have a copy artifact there. Yeah, it was on 14. And also, wasn't that a red blast on the flux? Liguria. Liguria. That's the region. But is that the old red elemental blast? Has nothing died since? That may be true. And Cyprus, I'm with you. Like most people like the purple as a more beautiful land, but I think the blue is just so simple that that's why I like it. It has something. It's way simpler than all magic art is today, and the simpler the better. Oh my god, this can actually. So here we have a special thing. A Suchi can actually pay for the other Suchi. Because they do both trigger, and the triggers are on the stack. Then you choose to not pay for the first one. It dies. Its die trigger goes on the stack. You get 4 mana when it resolves. And then you still have this one and can use those 4 mana to pay for that Suchi. So let's see what Seb does here. And also, how the heck does Henk go through that abyss? Did we see something in his... boomerang? He has 1 boomerang in the sideboard. Let's see if... They are discussing the exact root things. Judge coming in here and saying, yes, it works. So, as this is a competitive game, it's a league game, I won't go in and tell them, you can do this or that, of course. That would be helping. But I can confirm them when they are having like, we think this is how it works. Should we do this? I believe that's okay. Do you, chat? Okay. So another Suchi being played just to pay for the other Suchi. Oh, sure, it's 2 mana on a card instead of 4 mana and 2 damage. Energy Flux is a hell of a card. I remember it saw play in Vintage for quite some time. Same with Triskelion there. I'm a bit sad they don't anymore. No, he can't take 2 damage and win the game. Oh, okay, that was a blast. And he is dead. Just because it's 4 mana for each Suchi. Going down to 11, taking 3 from those cities. Whew! But Triskelion is a nice card. And he can use the Soul Ring to pay for it. Yeah, exactly, Blazer. With 1 Energy Flux in play, it would have been something else. But 2 is... that's a bit much. Even for good old Seb. Yeah, it looks good for Seb here, but like with those out there, it's far from over. Whoo! My guess is he won't pay for the orb. Oh, it's down to 3. I forgot about that. It's flipping on the Abyss now. I forgot about that one. He probably didn't bring in the Boomerang. Oh, so it's still played in Vintage. I thought it was now too expensive because Big Blue is not and whatnot, and yeah, but good to know. But now we get some creatures to block here, and that was some nice play there from Hank. And Seb is just down to 11 because of those Cities of Brass. So 3 cards. 3 cards in Hank's hand. Probably creatures, I would guess, because of that Abyss. So they're in the pay phase. So Soul Ring and 2 mana paying for the Trisk, it seems here. Yeah. Like Seb does play 2 fireballs if it hasn't boarded them out. Sure, Hank can have blue blasts as well. Oh my god, and counterspell mana up. Like those cities. I think Hank can take this game. When he had the answers there, like starting from 0 on both sides, but with 2 fluxes against also 4 City of Brass. That's a good way to win, but sure, also like a Trisk now just kills him. If he doesn't have a counterspell, but he probably does. A threat he doesn't take damage for or need to pay for. I like it. So I'm thinking tomorrow I may play with this card, brew with this card, but not Twiddlewalt. What do you guys think about that? 8 late to party, still a creature that can do stuff. Like Hank's on 3. So like brewing with this tomorrow, or with this, or with this. Those are my cards for tomorrow. You can choose which deck I will brew with. And Sandy, thank you so much for the follow. Blazer, you may be on to exactly what I'm up to. Oh, fourth wall, nice. I have my fourth. I have my 4. I got them immediately after unrestriction. Not immediately, but kind of, because I'm a combo freak. You probably got them in beta or something. That seems like you. 6 cars passing the turn. I'm guessing there's a couple of answers there. Again, I missed. What? You don't own any beta cards? Oh my god. How could I miss that? Cool. The Abyss was Chaos Orbed. And hello, Ty. Welcome to the shit show. Or, show. See, I'm looking. I have no idea. I looked for cards. I don't remember what. Okay, Suchi. Will that see a counter spell maybe? Because the Aether can hit for 3, which is bigger than... yeah, Sushi getting countered. Nice, it's time to get rid of those FBBs. Also, of course, the gurus. I traded beta Swords to Plowshares for mine. Those were the big trade I did. So, yeah. All the time vaults in the world, because why own 1 when you can own 4? Because we're stupid in this game. Yeah, robots versus fish. And it's kind of a standoff. And Seb should be on a 9, so going down to 7 now, I believe. Fireball! Does Seb have a red blast as well for the incoming counter spell? Yeah, I'm guessing the fireball won't go for the... Okay, can he do like side blast? Can we see a double side blast? No, he dies. I was so hoping for 2 side blasts there. That would have been so cool. But Seb's hand is all burn. It's 2 fireballs, a lightning bolt, and a red element blast. He had it all. So, yeah, but let's get the players in here. So, let's get the players in here and see what they have to say for themselves in their defense of especially Seb's spiky spike brew crushing Hank in the most horrible manner he could. Chat. I think we should bring them in and see what he has to say for his defense in this. So without further ado, let's say hello to Seb the Robot and Hank the Fish. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hi there. Hello.
Ich bin Seb. What's that right, Hank?
Ik ben Seb.
Ik ben Seb.
Yeah. Ich is Deutsch, huh?
Yeah.
It's German.
Deutsch and Dutch is not the same thing, Seb. Just so
no.
But
Same as you guys are not Norwegian.
We wish sometimes. We have Blazer in chat here. He probably wishes he's Swedish.
Batman.
Yeah, he was once upon a time.
So I told Gordon when he wanted to test like out the he wanted to test the equipment out and everything before he started. I told him like, well, Hank really wants to play this match, and he actually told me that it's up to me and him now for like the whole group, right?
No, it wasn't anymore because I lost from David.
I didn't know that then. But then I was
No, true.
Yeah, but I told Gordon, I was like, he's probably playing something really spiky because he seems really confident. So
no.
me keeping library, like the library hand, I was like, yeah, this is a good start. And you go Island Go. I was like, well, that could still be powerful stuff going on over there.
And then you saw Lord of Atlantis. Yeah,
exactly. It's still a good deck.
It's a spiky deck. Didn't it top 8 the NoobCon?
Yeah. We're just addressing the fact you said that I'm playing a more spiky deck than Hank.
Yeah, I don't think you are. Your deck has also top 8 NoobCon multiple times though. Yeah, I do love both of these decks a lot, and I actually thought it would be way closer, just because Hank, you're playing 4 energy fluxes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I felt them. Kind of.
Yeah, with 4 City of Brass.
And with you,
I saw.
With you hitting that orb, I was like, okay, well now I'm basically like you're turning the tides.
I was counting because I was holding. Yeah, I was holding 2 Serendips. I was holding a Time Walk. I was holding a Lord of Atlantis. It was on the table, and I was counting like, okay, so, if I hit that orb, but then when you cast a copy artifact, I was hesitating between a boomerang and a counterspell.
Okay.
I believe it was the first game, and because am I gonna fizzle? But then he shoots me. He casts it again. Because I believe you were on 4 lands and a tap manifold, so quite quickly you can cast it again.
Yeah, I could,
and you would just kill my
Mana Vault or tap the Mishra and have another land maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So you brought in that 1 boomerang. Were expecting Abyss, or is that just a safety valve you always bring in, or?
So I
had it made, right?
I have it main. Yeah. I have a second in the sideboard, and for me, boomerang is just a Hail Mary, something I didn't expect.
Oh, there were.
So it's above the Lotus. Yeah.
Yeah, because I like that. Blue doesn't have answers to everything. No. I think that's a good choice.
Except disc. I also like to play counterburn. I'm normally a prison player at heart, but then you always, well, not always, but you're mostly at the lower end of the rankings. So every now and then I pick another deck, and then counterburn is really one of my favorites. And there it's the same thing. I mean, Gordon. Yeah. The boomerang is your only answer.
Yeah, I love having a boomerang. Mostly only, I would say I only boarded in against black decks for Jusum Jin and Underworld Dreams. 2 things that actually can keep up with your clock and because of rituals become faster and counter spells and so on. That's the one thing I always want to answer.
So, Hank and Gordon, did you think I did the wrong decision with shooting Hank with Trisk this last game?
No.
What, on the orb? No?
Yeah, because then you took the Abyss, and then you had...
I was going to go for the Abyss anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Like, he needs to get rid of the Abyss. He has 2 answers for it, but I would shoot. I would shoot because it brings him down so much, and you're a bit stuck on mana, so fireballing for 6 is hard. But 3,
exactly.
then Firebolt becomes an out and you play 2 of them.
Yeah, and I had like all reds. I didn't have
and
a
Trisk is also an out.
Exactly.
And
Exactly. How many copies do you have? I mean,
4.
a copy is enough. Yeah, so you get another bolt.
Yeah.
For 2.
I was just figuring when I was seeing like all you needed was like one more fish and that you could actually start hitting me.
Yeah,
but no,
that
that it was a good game. Like the last game, I was still okay. Yeah, so Henk is dead.
Exactly.
And then you hit that orb, and like,
well,
and then I
turned before.
Yeah,
when you had 2, like when you resolved both of your other fluxes, I felt like the game was over when I also had the Red Elemental lost. But then you like consecutively turns you played another enemy flux, and I was like, okay, well now I can't have anything on the board, so I really need to rush things along. And you could maybe I would have, if I were you, played one of the creatures when I had the 2 sushi thing going.
Yeah, I was contemplating.
So you could have played like one dib or something for blockers just to. Because with my cities, I couldn't like keep them afloat anyhow.
No. But I had, I believe I had 1 flux on the table. I had another one in hand, but I was also holding on to a dip, and I believe a second dip and a time walk. And I was also looking for that surprise moment, dip, time walk.
Yeah.
And then if I play 4 blast, if I pull a blast, that and you were hurting yourself so much with the cities.
Yeah, that's
the cities were.
Vax, just not the cities, the walls and everything. You're like, a lot of games have been down to like 8 life, and my opponent hasn't really been hitting me.
Yeah, you have those classic archetypes, Suicide Black and Suicide Blue. This is Suicide Robots.
Yeah, Suicide Brown.
Yeah.
Suicide Brown. Oh, that seems like a bad toilet visit.
Yep. I like it.
Suicide Brown, yeah, better than Machine Gun. But no, like, I thought, like, you can play through the 2 fluxes, I believe.
Yeah.
With the Abyss in play. But when he hits the Abyss, it, like, resetted, because you both start from 0, kind of. Except you need to fight through 2 fluxes. So even though he was on 3 there, like, you're on 11 and can't tap much more mana. Like a burn spell and 2 creatures and you're dead in a turn or 2.
And he's been holding probably a lot of creatures with the Abyss in play. So
I thought you were just going to spew out creatures that
me
turn.
too.
Yeah, but I was too low on life because the creatures were Serendips. So I couldn't play them. And if I would change the deck, I actually regret, because we have the same favorite card, Gordon. I regret taking out Time Twister. I did it because Jordan. I re-listened to the. Yeah, I re-listened to the whole Monster of the Week episode again when I was building this deck, and I rather would have it in because so many times when you're stuck, Twister is just an answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Twister is always and Magic Shop.
Especially if you curve out with a lot of 1-drops, I guess.
Yeah. But I believe even Alon, I'm mispronouncing it, but I believe even he said on the podcast I wouldn't play a Twister. I'm not certain, but I think he said, and so in the end I took it out. It's also there still because you're playing monocolors, but there's so many good cards you can put into this deck.
Yeah, that's true for a lot of colors in.
Gordon
likes playing white, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Just because of that, I need to say the stupidest thing.
Again?
I actually bought 4/7 Lions today.
Oh, you did?
Like it.
Yeah. I feel dirty.
So now you can play louder.
Yeah. I can play Fantasy Zoo or
White Weenie. And White Weenie.
White Weenie.
You probably will like to play. You like the counter burn strat, so some Alban Leuter Zoo Fantasy Zoo thing.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. You've been playing some of those decks also, Hank, I think. Like
I played it once in the Summer Derby, which was Atlantic.
okay.
But mostly I play Counter Burn, I play Stasis, I play Land Equilibrium. I actually have one Land Equilibrium in my sideboard.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, because I was thinking if you're playing against a deck or something, I can curve out with 4 lands, and I can actually do with 3 lands if I want to.
It's good against Abyss also.
Yes. No, it's not. It's a regular enchantment, or it's an enchant world.
No,
actually.
it's enchant worlds, both of them.
It is enchant world.
Yeah,
okay.
sadly, it is. And as again, Mist says in chat, Laughter is not Fantasy Zoo.
I know.
No, it's a regular enchantment. It's regular.
But Laughter is.
Is it regular? Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Field of Dreams is the enchant world.
Yep, it is.
And another card I like, but
yeah, I'm thinking about the
sideboarding.
Vortex. The Vortex, right?
No, that's also.
But no. The anti-counter card, Chaos. In the Eye of Chaos. That's the other enchant world. Yeah, I play that as well in the sideboard of Land Equilibrium. But no. So yes, I have played some Lion Dip deck. Or Manos, whatever he calls it, Temple of Spat. I've played that in Atlantic, but no, the most fun I had is with the Orc deck, and also the Port to Swedish. I played that a couple of times. I just tried to play a new deck every tournament.
Yeah.
Like you have it has become an archetype name nowadays. Lion Dib Bolt, Lion Dib Bolt counter, Lion Dib counter, like and just lions and dibs and powerful cards and restricted. Do it counter wise or or bolt wise. Do whatever. It just that spiky archetype something. You can do it control or not.
In the Netherlands, we basically call them all the deck, and it's even that we now say if you are playing white, we call it zijwieltjes, which is when you're learning to ride a bike as a kid, you get 2 of those extra wheels.
No.
And then basically playing white means you're riding the extra wheels.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. But
you need all the answers. You need the wheels. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it is. But it's a valid strategy. I mean, it's very aggressive. I think it's a good deck.
And now we talked about it in the Wak-Wak Discord, and for those we are putting a link in chat, of course. And yes, there are more Magic coming in just a couple of minutes.
Yes.
I talked to again a Mist here in chat, just that Lions are the last good cards I miss to play good decks. I just bought Anka Mishras, and there was something else that many people play that I have not bought just because I don't like it. I don't remember, but I just bought Anks, so I now can play Atog, and now I bought Lions, so I can play that in any case or whatnot, just to have them. But no, that's not where I want to put my money, and that's where you guys can vote. I have 3 cards here.
Reincarnation.
Yeah, also.
He's making a magic trick.
So, 3 cards.
I have 3 cards. I have 2 cards.
I will brew with one of those cards for tomorrow's match against Florian. Mm-hmm. So which one?
The Fallen Empire one.
Fallen Empire? I don't play Fallen Empires. We play Swedish here. So Reincarnation is one of the cards. I have a deck on. The other one is Time Vault, and then not Twiddle Vault, of course, because that's just a... All of these are more brews.
Saddlebags or something.
That may be true.
Colossus.
Or Colossus. Cool. So I will brew a deck with one of these. One of these as a 3 or 4 of.
I like the sign on the Colossus. That looks nice.
Now, I've actually gotten that myself when I met Jesper. also. So this is a very important one for me.
But you got 4 time faults?
Of course I do. Who doesn't?
Well, I got 3.
Who doesn't when you're stupid?
It's kind of good in strengths, I guess.
But yeah, so...
Even then.
So which card? You first, Hank.
Yeah, I mean, I must go back to my 15-year-old. I would say Colossus.
Okay, Colossus. Seb?
Yeah, I'll go with Colossus also.
Cool.
You did the reincarnation kind. No, not really, but...
No,
like,
I haven't built a... Okay,
no, but
Colossus.
you did play reanimation, at least. So
Yeah, I will only play like reanimation this year, probably. Because there are so many brews.
okay, so you're giving us clues to what to do with.
Yeah, so Colossus, Reanimator Colossus.
That may be. Let's put
I'm
into chat
Eureka,
here.
Gordon.
Eureka. Yeah, I can do that as well.
Yeah. Tron. I'm gonna vote Tron.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a
Tron.
10-minute vote in chat. Which card to brew with for tomorrow? And with that, I will also say thank you for joining, Hank. I'll keep Seb here for just a minute, and we get the next player in.
And where can people find the league, or do you want to do
exactly. That was one of the things. I forgot about it. That's why we're streaming. Promote the effing league now. Put it in chat afterwards.
I will put it in chat. On the other hand, this version sold out in 6 hours, so we got quite a big group. As Seb knows by now, we have quite a large WhatsApp group, which you can all join when you play in the league.
Yeah.
But I will put a link in. I will put a link in the chat.
That's why I'm learning Dutch right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And it's good fun. We've been doing this for over a year now. It's basically the European NEOS version. We only play European time, so anybody can join. But we ask you to prevent the hassle of the time zones, and we ask you to play 6 games in 3 weeks. So it's nice if you can play in your regular time zones.
Yep.
But I will put a link in chat, Gordon. Sure.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
And 314 is at last here. I've gotten some Twitch questions, and he's my go-to guy. Thanks for being here. With that, I'll say goodbye to both of you, so Seb can get set up for next game and so on. And in a couple of minutes, we'll be back with another match with Seb the robot dancing away against Jason Schwartz. Guys, see you soon.
All right. See you. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.